You're watching JD's Variety Channel.
Okay, I'm in a yard in an old neighborhood that I've done good in before in a public area. I think the house I'm hunting was only built in the 50s, but it's in a good location. First hole, I got two memorials in the same hole. One was 59 and one I think was 65. I just got 4 copper pennies in the same hole. And on a 1239, I picked up a wheat. It's 1940 something, but this is the thinnest wheat penny I've ever dug. I don't know if somebody did something in this or what, but still a wheat cent, rang up 1239. I don't know why it's so thin. I think somebody did something to it. Well, interesting. We'll see what else is in this yard. Okay, next hole, high tone. Thought it was going to be possibly a silver coin, and man, it's a piece of a super old copper bracelet. It's got a design on it, and it's broken. But I'm pretty sure it was a bracelet. It could have been some type of hair accessory, I'm not sure. But that's old, really old. I think I have a deep silver coin here, so we're going to do this one live. I'm doing really well in this yard. I'll show it in a bit. It's a really good signal though. A lot of stuff is really deep in here. Oh, it's just a huge brass fitting or cap. Yeah, it's like some sort of cap. Oh, that rang up high. But I'm doing good. Show you guys in a bit. Unbelievable. I'm up right by the house here, and I just had a bouncy 1638. Sounded like a larger target. I got about 3 inches down. This yard's all the real big puffy grass, and I can't believe it. It's another 3-ringer. It's the 3rd one of the year. In dropped condition. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. I'm digging every little piece of everything out of this yard. I just, almost every other hole I dig is actually a coin spill. Every time I dig a wheat penny, there's like another one in with it. About 8 inches, I just dug a buffalo nickel, war nickel, and a wheat penny in the same hole. Talk about a crazy signal. Let's keep going. Sweet. Alright, I probably have 15 wheat pennies, and I thought I had a modern dime here. It was only about 1 inch down. It's just the grass is like 3 to 4 inches high. It's real thick grass, so the signals seem like they're going to be deeper, but they're just under a little bit. I noticed when I picked this up, it was really caked with dirt. I've been rubbing it off for 3 minutes. I noticed it was slightly off the size of a dime, and it was too light. Here it's an aluminum coin. I rubbed this side a lot. It's look, I think it's from Yugoslavia. It's really small. It's about dime-sized. It's definitely aluminum, not silver. I don't know how old this is. Maybe around the 1950s, maybe somewhere in there. But I'll clean it up and show it at the wrap-up. Really neat find there. Okay, now I'm excited. I'm glad I went back over this yard. Multiple patterns. There's some iron in here, and I cranked my sensitivity up. There's a lot of interference from the power lines. So I did the first time over the yard, I did the sensitivity at 24, and now I have it up to 27. Went over a patch where I pulled a bunch of copper pennies right in through here. I got a smushed train track copper penny, and then like 3 other copper pennies from the 60s, all in like a 4x4 square radius, and I was up a little bit from it, maybe about 8 inches, got a deep signal, and it's a 1957 British ship halfpenny. What a great find. Oh, I love these coins. What a beauty. It's in great shape too. I don't think there's any holes in it. It wasn't worn as a pendant, so one from Yugoslavia and one from Great Britain. This would be 57. That'd be George VI, I believe. Clean up when I get home. Sweet. Okay, right here I just got an old Jefferson nickel. I think I briefly passed it the first time because I went over it and I had like a pull tabbish signal. I started working the signal and I heard a more of a rich nickel tone here, which told me dig this pull tab signal up a little bit higher because the war nickels ring in more like pull tabs sometimes. This was sort of like a 17 conductivity. I'm not sure if that's what it is yet, but it is a nickel, and it did ring up more like a pull tab, so I'm hoping it's not just a regular one. It's real sunny out. I can't really see through the viewfinder. No, I don't think it, no, it's not a war nickel, but it's got to be a 19 40s or 1950s Jefferson. So we'll clean up later. Another spill. This is probably the 8th spill in the yard. A lot of spills. Let's check the hole again. I think there's more in there in the sidewall. Let me get it open, we'll see what we get. This blade is the weird tone again. Just like the first spill, I had a buffalo, a war nickel, and a wheat. This time it's 2 old Jeffersons and a wheat. And where did I set that nickel? Oh well, I'll find it. That would be it. 2 nickels and a wheat spill again. Okay, been in a new permission a minute. It had a bunch of dormant fire ants there, it looks like there, in a 1346 signal. Got a merc. Gotta keep going. The people are gonna be leaving and I can't stay here while they're gone, so I wanna get as much as I can before they leave because I'm not sure if I'll be able to come back, so sweet. I hit a really shallow one-way signal. There are a lot of modern pennies in this yard. This big root, I was clearing out the other side of it. I had a high tone underneath of it. Plopped down under this root and pulled out some clay with my shovel, and there's a silver dime sitting on the end of it. Rosy. Clay really scratches the coin, so I don't want to rub it. It's too caked on. Just knocking the loose dirt off. It's cool. See what else we can find. Hey, what do you want? Hey, come on. Come on. Pretty cat. Let's see if he brings me good luck. Got a high tone here. I'll just use my hands, why not? Not putting the gloves back on. That is a really good signal. Pretty deep in the clay here, though. I'm trying to come in behind it if it's silver so I don't scratch it. There it is. My gosh. Seriously. 64 copper memorial. Down about 6 inches in the clay, but I'm out closer to the road, so that could be why. See what else we can get. I found a really cool pendant a second ago. Let me see if it's right here in my pouch. Oh yeah, it's right here in front. Kind of the shape of a shield. Got something going across of it. It's just, I don't know, it's probably copper. No, maybe not. It rang up real low, kind of like a nickel. Okay, this yard, most of the stuff's really shallow in the middle of it anyway. Digging a lot of wheat pennies just an inch down. Here I got a 1245 at 1 inch. Could just be a clad quarter because it isn't clad quarter numbers in a lot. But we'll see. Just in case, we'll do it live. I actually haven't gone a quarter out of this yard yet. I probably got a dozen Wheaties. Tons of copper memorials. A lot of them from the 60s, and tried to go deeper and around this so I didn't hit it. It was literally almost right. Oh, there it is. That was barely just flicked up from underneath the grass. One of the most shallow silvers I've ever dug. I have dug a few of them in the clay just right under the grass before, but it sounded a lot more like a silver dime than a clad quarter. Just had that tone. Well, once again, don't want to rub that, but it's another rosy. We'll take it. Nice. Okay guys, now I'm flipping out. I have a shallow $half signal. Could be a quarter, but the conductivity rings up anywhere from 1 to 11. It varies quite a bit. If I can find it now. Set the camera down a second. There's a tip for you. Don't lose your $50 signal. There it is. Good grief. Man. It's incredible. Let me get my shovel here a second. I'll do this one live too. Okay, let's see. I just dropped my detector a little harder than you should. I'm going to cut this pretty large just in case it is silver quarter or something of the sort. I don't know about half. As I was filming, you could see there it wanted to lock in on 1147, but it sounds a lot higher than a clad quarter. Now it's probably in here. It's not very deep. Wow, is that high? Silver quarter. Oh, nice. I think there's just some interference here. That's why the conductivity was bouncing a little bit lower. 1940 something. Ah, sweet. Let's take it out. Haven't heard a signal that good in quite some time. 1945. Pretty good imprint in there too. First silver quarter of the year, and first one in a while. Long while. I can't remember my last silver quarter. 1945 plain. Nice. See what else we got in this yard. Could be why the signal is bouncy. There's another one by it. This is the edge of the plug. Right there. Let's see. The probe should read this. There's like a little rut right here. And there's a little mound of raised up dirt. Sorry, that's zooming in. I had my finger on the zoom. This camera's shot. Let's see. Oh, we'll do this one live just in case this one's a silver dime. Could just be a wheat. There's some trash in by it or something too. It's giving off a real odd tone. There's a high squeak in there once in a while. Yeah, I didn't go in far enough. It's in behind a little bit. It'd be a lot easier if I had to. Oh, I think I see it. Yeah, a penny. So muddy, it's hard. That's not even a wheat, it's a memorial. This yard's loaded with memorials and early 60s ones. I got a couple 59s and coins everywhere. Okay, I just dug this clad quarter right off top. I thought it was going to be a clad quarter, but I got another one here. I can shut my pouch. No, I guess not. It's maybe 2 inches. This one might be a silver. Here, how high that is, 1346. It maybe 1.5 inches. I like that. Huh. It's even double hitting. It's so shallow. Anyhow, let's dig it. Oh always a wide plug. Oh, hit a root. Oh yeah, big root right there. We'll have to see how this will go live. Oh, another root there. Or the same one. Oh man, that was a rock, I think, too. Let me just kind of, all that ought to do. Shallow anyway. So, this might work. Let me set the camera down 1 second. Okay. We'll see if that did it. There it is. I rolled off the plug. Silver dime. Get the glove off. Cool. Rosie, we'll see what else we can find. Alright, to keep this video a little bit shorter, I'm not going to clean off the pennies tonight. I just sorted everything else out. I dug a total of 86 pennies today, and I tried to keep a general idea kind of as I went, but I'm estimating there's about 35 wheats in there. Just a guess, maybe between 30 and 35. Could be more, could be a couple less, I don't know, but somewhere in there. So there you have it, 86 pennies. Only maybe 3 or 4 tops are zinc, the rest are either copper memorials or wheats. So there you have it, and let's get to the goodies. Okay, here's the best of it. I will do a follow-up on the wheat pennies when I get a chance to clean them off. I just want to get this video up. So let's just dig right in. That one piece, copper piece, ended up, it is a bracelet, and upon cleaning it, I didn't even notice when I dug it. It's a Native American style, so this is going to be fairly old, especially since it's copper. I dug one of these that was silver in the past that was really cool. But that is definitely an old Native American style bracelet. It's missing a piece of it, which is, I guess, why it was discarded. I didn't find the other piece. So neat on that. The clad minus the pennies. 1 modern quarter, 6 dimes, 1 nickel from 71, and then I dug a lot of older nickels today. There's a 60, which I think is a D. It's a 1958 D, a 1955 D, a 1942 plain, which is the non-silver variety, and then I got 2 1941 plains. This one, which was in circulation for a long time, it's almost completely worn slick. So really good on the old nickels. This is the silver war nickel. I didn't clean it off. I did rinse it, but it's the most green and dirt-caked war nickel I've ever dug, and this is after rinsing it. It just looks like a regular one, but you can see the P mint mark on top. It's just really rough. That was in the hole with a wheat penny, and this buffalo right here, 1937. Really nice coin. There's no mint mark. Need to clean that off a little bit better. The signal, I remember the signal. It rang up 1533. It's kind of an odd signal, but it was a really solid tone, and obviously going to dig something like that deep in an old yard. There's actually about 5 or 6 inches down those 3 coins. This is an old button. It's busted up a little bit. It has a little bit of a design on it, but nothing too special there. Probably, same thing as a lot of the coins. Probably goes back to the 40s or 50s. This smashed, what I believe is a railroad track, smashed penny. This was in the hole with a spill of other copper memorials, and they were all from the early 60s. So I'm assuming that's an early memorial that's been flattened by the railroad tracks. I can't see any detail on it whatsoever, but could be wheat. I don't know. Let's see, I found this piece, which I'm really not sure what it is. You can see it was attached to something that's iron. I think that says JIC on there. I guess that's supposed to be an I. I don't think it's a Roman numeral. But on the back it says Royce and then New York. So, not sure on this piece. If anybody has any idea, let me know. I didn't really research anything yet. I got this really cool medallion. I guess it's some sort of swimming medal. And I don't think it's silver. I will test it just to be really safe, but I believe it's just pewter. Really neat piece though. I like that. It's a shame it doesn't have any markings on it or initials or anything. This here is a 50 para from Yugoslavia. It's really light. It's aluminum, and you can see it's about the size of a dime. But I was right. It was from the 50s. You can see 19 on one side and 53 on the other. Really neat coin. Really happy to have it. Never found one of those before. I don't even think I've seen this small coin before. Really interesting. And the ship halfpenny, here I thought it was 1957. It's 1937, which makes sense to have George VI on it. Because if it was 57, I believe that's Queen Elizabeth II. It's a little bit grungy. It will clean up a little bit better, but it's a little bit toasty too in some areas. But look at that nice patina under there. Believe it or not, this is the third ship halfpenny I've dug in the United States. They're really cool coins though, so I can see why people would want to have them. The one I found was a modern drop. It was worn as a pendant, but no hole in this one. I got a 50 caliber World War II bullet casing, which was kind of neat that I found a shell casing from World War II and the Civil War in the same yard. That was pretty interesting. But there's the 3-ringer. It's a little crude on the top, but I don't think it was pulled, because now there's no hole that goes down in the middle of it. Almost looks like it, but there isn't. Cleaned out the inside of it, and I didn't see a US mark in this one, but I got to clean it up more. But awesome to have the third 3-ringer of the year. They just keep popping up in these yards. I've been hunting areas where there was a lot more activity, so it's been paying off. And this, I'm not sure what it is. I've seen these before, but not sure what that is. Almost looks like something that would be part of an old phone or something. I'm not sure though. And then we got the silvers. And apart from the war nickel, so ended up with 6 silvers today. Very, very pleased with that. The first 2 spots I hit were really good spots. You can see a little stain pattern on that one. It's a 52D Rosie. The other one's a 51 plain. And a first year issue 46, which isn't in half bad condition. The Merc is a 1936, a little bit wore out, but happy to have a pre-1940s Merc anyway. And my first quarter in a long time. Very nice 1945 silver Washington quarter.